Hey, Kyle Larson from Endurance House here. Hey, we've been receiving a lot of questions about running in the heat, especially seeing that we've seen our first 80-degree weather. And the question comes up, okay, so what do I do to run in the heat? I'm new to running, and are there any tips and tricks? Over the years that I've been running, I really think it comes down to three key things. Distance, pace, and fluid are the main things. So the first thing is to take a look at your distance. If you're scheduled to run a really long distance, it may require actually dialing that back and adjusting your plan so that you're not running so long in the heat. Or another thing is to look at the time of day that you're going to do that, and if you feel like you really have to do that distance because maybe you're training for a 10K, half marathon, or even a marathon, and you have to get that time in, it may mean making your run a little bit earlier in the day, and it's just going to be that a little bit of adjustments. The other one would be to monitor your pace. Running in the heat, you're just not going to put out that same type of pace that you would do on an ideal day, especially if it's humid. So if you're running an 8-minute average pace, it may mean that you're going to be 9.5 or 10-minute mile pace. And then make that adjustment maybe about a minute to a minute and a half per mile just to deal with that heat. Then lastly would be to hydrate. Make sure that you're hydrating maybe about, I would say 8 to 16 ounces every 15 to 20 minutes, depending upon how much you can handle. If you're going up to an hour, water is fine. If you're over that, you're going to look at some type of fluid replacement with an energy drink, such as Hammer Heat, Gatorade, Power Bar Perform, something like that, that's going to help put a little bit of calories in as well. The best rule to keep in mind is you're not just training that day, you're training for your next training event or race. So if you really get where you're dehydrated, it will impact your next workout. So really keep those three things, distance, pace, and fluid levels in mind as you're training. Have fun and enjoy your run.